Turbo.
Beep. Beep.
Turbo.
Beep.
All of the beeps, apparently.
Never never blame others for the road you're on. It's your own ass fault.
Oh, God. Let's just get the intro over with.
Alright, now I'm gonna bam, and I'll mute myself.
We're back.
Yeah, we are. Just give me a second.
Are
And
you gonna? Yeah.
okay.
You gotta unmute him.
Oh no, it wasn't the fact that the stream froze.
Huh?
He said the stream froze for me, and then he said Discord. Oh, there he goes. Bye.
Oh,
Hello?
hello?
Hello.
The stream actually froze for me. I wasn't joking.
Oh.
Huh.
I think you couldn't. I think you couldn't even hear me even before you muted me.
Maybe.
So I think you actually muted me for no reason. For that point,
Meh.
because I couldn't hear a thing.
Oh boy, in chapter 3.
Alright.
Hold on.
Beep.
Just. Beep?
Beep.
Why beep?
Beep.
It's not necessary.
Much to our dismay, some unsettling news awaited us as we reached the outskirts of Iser Castle. Are we prepared?
Absolutely fucking not.
I think we're gonna come upon the second scene that make me really like Shiranui. The Aizu domain, after months of resistance, had finally tendered their surrender to the Imperial Army.
Aizu finally caved in, have they? They did well to last this long.
I couldn't believe that the Aizu had been defeated. When the Shinsengumi were still stationed in Kyo, The Aizu served as one of their biggest allies. Where's the Shinsengumi then? I
Over
trembled
there.
as I asked him. God damn it! Had they
Where
Right behind
is
you. Right behind you.
Mm.
Right behind.
Had they too declared their surrender to the Imperial Army along with the Aizu? Fuck no, they didn't. I feared the worst,
Why would they?
thinking of all manners of brutal torture and imprisonment awaiting them. Would their fate be the same as Kondo-san's?
Dead.
Thanks for the reminder.
I'm having Amagiri investigate. Surely he will return with news soon.
Both Kazuma and Amagiri were affiliated with the Satsuma domain. I imagine it wasn't particularly difficult for either to ascertain key information about the war front. Kazuma and I waited for Amagiri to return.
I have discovered the Shinsegumi's whereabouts.
I held my breath in anticipation.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
I wanted to know how everyone was, but I was scared to find out. Amagiri took a deep breath and spoke with a somber tone.
Soji Okita, captain of their first division, passed away from illness in Edo.
Bye, Soji.
Yeah, as for Hajime Saito, he was last seen leading a battalion of Shinsengumi men into Bonari Pass and is missing in action. He's most likely met his end. No, he went to go fight Kenshin Himura.
Bonari Pass. The Imperial Army marched their forces through this pass to reach Aizu Wakamatsu Castle.
Thanks for the info.
Saito Hajime, captain of the 3rd Division of the Shinsengumi. He is a left-handed master of Iai. He was temporarily associated with Kashitara Ito's group under the commander's secret orders. And because the game does not tell you this, Saito is still alive. He's just being kept secretly alive by Matsudaria, I believe.
Secretly dead, you mean?
Secretly dead and secretly kept away.
Yeah, there we go.
That's what it is. My stomach sank like a stone. Suddenly my breaths were shallow and staggered. Okita-san and Saito-san were gone. Two of the most talented heroic warriors in the Shinsengumi were dead.
Nagakura, who was reported to have left the Shinsengumi months ago, is also missing in action.
To all the Shinpachi fans, he's fine. Historically, he's fine. He went back to his home domain and hid. Because that's what you do. I was speechless. I could only bite my lip and hang my head. Was Nagakura-san safe? Were any of them safe?
Well, Okita's not safe. He's dead.
Time for more dread!
Sanan and Toto. Thank you, Fade.
Nope, that was Kenny.
Oh. Well, hi.
Hi, Kenny, thank you.
Sanan-san and Toto's-kun, both of whom led the Fury Corps underneath the Shinsengumi, were killed in combat by Imperial soldiers.
Ah! Sanan Keisuke, the Shinsengumi's colonel. After injuring his left arm, he drinks the water of life and becomes a Fury, and later goes on to lead the Fury Corps. Todo Heisuke, captains of the Shinsengumi's 8th Division, he survived the Aburo no Koji incident by becoming a Fury and rejoined the Shinsengumi. The official records show him as deceased.
Well, now it's true.
I did not accept to see Koji spelled as Koji. I'm too used to the other way to spell it without the U. What's the vibe right now? Sad.
Yeah.
Hiska-kun and Sanan-san too?
The Imperial Army is likely briefed on their use of Furies and their weaknesses by Kodo.
Sanan-san and Hiska-kun. They willingly gave up their humanity to become Furies, and not even that could save them. What about the others? Is that's a Chibika cry, I see.
Yeah. Hijikata lives and is en route to Sendai with his remaining men.
Sendai Domain, a large and influential domain in the northeast, governed by Yoshikuni Date, an outer daimyo, leader of the Northern Alliance. Huh. An outer daimyo in favor of the shogun? Huh.
Ah.
Huh. My eyes shot wide open. Become a god and fix it all. God, I wish.
Yeah.
I was going to attempt to have everybody survive route. Not gonna happen.
Did I hear correctly? Even with the Aizu being done and dusted and the death of all of his men, they still intend to keep on struggling?
Kazuma was always the first one in line to ridicule the Shinsegumi's actions, but this was different. Nothing about his words or tone conveyed any of his usual scorn.
That's not me.
Yeah. All of them are still fighting? Since Toba Fushimi, the Shinsengumi had tasted one defeat after the other. During the Battle of Kofu, the shogunate they served, body and soul, and stabbed them in the back. Yet they pushed forward with their heads held high.
What in the world are they still fighting for? What do they seek? None of them ever served the Tokugawa clan directly. This is just... I cannot fathom any reason for them to risk their lives so needlessly, and yet here they are.
Kazuma thoroughly confused.
Yeah.
Yeah? You okay?
Why is there a hole in my bed?
Huh?
I sat down and I sunk.
Oh. I don't know either. There was one thing I did know. Their spirits weren't broken yet.
To me, it looks as though they were searching for a place to die. And this, the kind of samurai they sought to become?
Yes. The men of the Shinsengumi were still fighting for what they believed in.
I heard that the remnants of the Shogun army are gathering in Sendai to depart for Ezo.
Kenny says he made the whole...
Did you just say Kenny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been here for a while.
Oh god, he's back.
He's sorry for making the whole...
He said he did. Oh, yeah, he did say sorry too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Anyways.
I did the whole thing here.
Ezo!
Oh, I found a piece of wood.
Jesus Christ.
There's a
Okay,
piece of wood under my
anyways.
bed.
Ezo!
Hush!
Ezo! An island located off the coast of Mutsu. The Mutsumai domain controls a portion of it, present-day Hokkaido. I want to try Hokkaido milk. I heard
Yeah,
it's
I know.
good.
What? Wait, what? Is it really different? I'm
just-
curious.
I know, me too. I wonder if you can... If that's imported anywhere.
I think my dad's tried it before. He's traveled around the world.
Do you fall?
There's a case on my floor, and I don't know what it is.
Anyway.
It's a copper case.
Ezo?
The saga of stuff on the floor.
Continues.
Sorry.
It's far north of Uo, a land located beyond the ocean.
Oh, I don't know. Formerly known as the Mutsu Province. It is a land in the country's northeastern region. As soon as he said it, my heart was sad.
You plan on going to Ezo as well?
Kenny says he's visited Hokkaido. I don't know how much I believe that.
I press X to doubt.
Press X to doubt.
Ichikata-san.
Hold up a second.
Ichikata-san may be unaware that some of the captains have passed away. With Okita-san having died in Edo and Harada-san dying back in Ueno, it was unclear to me if word of their passing had reached Hichikata-san. It was my duty to honor their memory by telling Hichikata-san myself. My eyes intently shifted to Kazuma. Kazuma, I want to travel to Ezo and meet up with the Shinsengumi. Before I continued, I took a brief moment to carefully consider what I wanted to say. I inhaled, looking straight into Kazuma's eyes. And want you to witness their end?
I want you to witness that.
Come with me and witness the end is what it says on here.
Yeah, I want you to witness the end.
Chizu became evil.
What do you mean evil?
Dang. Chizu became evil.
What does that mean?
I want you to witness it. I want you to witness that and tell me that does not sound something an evil person would say.
No. In this context, no.
What does it sound?
You haven't been here for most of the route, sir.
I know. I've been in the
I know, you've been in the dark.
Living under a dead house. I blame Mother Nature, and I blame Kenny too.
Don't blame Gaia. Gaia can make things worse.
I'm pretty sure she's actively making things worse for him.
Yeah, that's why I said don't blame Gaia. This is why I'm 90% atheist and 10% Gaian.
Fair enough.
Don't fuck with Mother Nature.
I will not fuck with Mother Nature.
Would you join me, Kazuma?
Me? Go along with you? I think this is the first time I've seen his eyes wide like that.
I have a feeling Ezra
My
will
God,
be
I
the
didn't
end.
think it was possible.
For him to be surprised. Okay. If they lost in
That's
Ezo,
actually what's like this.
Eh?
That's actually what I was gonna say. I didn't even think it was possible. So wouldn't be surprised.
If they lost in Ezo as well, there was nowhere else within Japan for them to fight. That's why I want you to come with me, Kazuma. I want you to witness the end of the Shinsengumi by my side. I wasn't sure myself what made me feel this way. Perhaps because Kazuma had been involved in so many duels with the Shinsengumi over the years. I wanted him to bear witness to the Shinsengumi's final moments. Kazuma listened intently, and when I finished speaking, his lips curled into a gentle smile.
That smile, though.
Raise his cup.
The end is for that band of fools, you say?
I just found
I'll
Oasis
accompany
lab
you.
on.
What was that?
I just found a.
Very well. I will accompany you.
Thank you so much.
Drink.
It's drinking time, everybody.
God damn it.
What do you expect? You're here.
Why? Yeah. Why do you not want to be hydrated, sir?
Because I just took a drink.
Ah,
Okay.
Kenny.
Motherfucker.
Double drink.
Thank you.
Who did it?
Kenny.
Who did it?
Kenny.
I was about to say, who do you
God damn.
think?
Okay, so
On a stretch.
guess I'm stretching now.
Yep.
Kenny, don't forget the other one.
What the fuck did you... What?
Make a team out of that.
Oh, God. Alright, I'll save.
There we go. Thank you, Kenny.
I was so happy that Cosmo had accepted. I'm not doing it again.
How many redeem?
Because save the game is unlimited technically, so...
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Sir.
Uh-oh.
5 minutes.
You are a robot, or sir.
Still robot.
Kenny.
Why is this funny?
Kenny. What are you doing? What did he do? What did he do?
He, it's what happened with you. It's the fact that you were a robot.
Yeah. And somehow Kenny's name came through.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Okay. How you do?
For the first time in a long while, a smile spread across my face.
Ken.
If this continues, I'm gonna have to get him out of here.
Oh,
Yes. You might have to.
what do you mean?
Oh?
Go
What do
robot
you-
one more time, see what happens. Very well. We better get
I'm
moving to Sendai.
Doing it
It'd
on
be a
purpose.
shame. Okay, yeah, okay. Alright, out of here.
You muted him.
Not what you expected, was it?
No!
Well, we better get moving to Sendai. It'd be a shame if the boat to Ezo left before we arrived. Sir, you realize it's dubbing night tonight.
Goodbye for now, Amagiri.
Hmm.
We bid farewell to Amagiri and turned around in the direction of Sendai when...
Hold on a minute, you two. There's someone here who wishes to speak with you.
Huh? I spun around to face Amagiri. It was...
Ah, there you are, little lady. Looks like you made it to Aizu in one piece. I don't know why, but the idea of him calling Chizuru little lady is so appealing to me.
Shoot, which one do you like better for him to refer Chizuru as? Little lady or princess?
Oh no, Princess Sin, for Sin, it's gotta be Princess.
Yeah, but for Chizuru specifically.
Little lady. Definitely. And
Oh,
he's
God.
broken. Okay, he's
Can I
out.
say
Yeah. Yeah?
little? I admit it. Every
Okay.
Okay.
You were a robot.
We literally could not understand you.
motherfucker.
What? Because of the fact that you were a robot?
What do you mean? Why is it telling me to switch the phone? Am I talking on something else?
Uh-oh.
That's concerning.
So you prefer...
Huh? Also, every time I hear the word little lady...
And he went robot again.
He's dead.
Well, let's cast him out.
Fade, you are better off typing.
Yeah. And to put a little bit more emphasis on that.
So maybe you prefer a little lady?
For Chizuru, yes. He might end up I feel like if he wanted to get in trouble or to, like, be in a sarcastic way towards Haruka, he would say princess.
Ice Princess.
Yeah.
It would be Ice Princess. In my head, it's Ice Princess.
Yeah. Ah, there you are, little lady. Looks like you made it to Aizo in one piece.
Shiranui! What are you
That's
doing?
my name, don't wear it out.
What are you doing here? Are you here with the Imperial Army?
Nah, fuck those guys. They're not fun anymore. I just decided to race to Aizu to bring you a little something.
This made me love Shiranui so fucking much. Shiranui looked forlorn as he reached for a long, narrow spear he'd been carrying on his back. Is that... Harada's...
Yeah. I couldn't catch up with the Shinsengumi, unfortunately. If he had just lived, he'd be here fighting. I just know it.
Here was Harada-san's memento. It was tattered with deep scratches and scruffs, giving me a sense of how valiantly he must have fought against the Furies.
Shiranui, you are an ally to Choshu, are you not? No, dumbass, I don't answer to the Choshu. Only Takasugi. Besides, geniuses and heroes and winners ain't the only ones who get their history. Meaningless. I could just hear Gray right now whenever with Kazuma. Just shut your stupid fucking face up, god damn it, Kazuma.
Shiranui grimaced at Kazuma playfully, then turned to face me.
You still plan on following where the Shinsegumi's headed, right?
I do.
Well then, let me tell him this for me, will ya? Tell them that Harada, the captain of the 10th Division, was one of the bravest, most ferocious warriors I'd ever met.
God damn it, Shiranui! You see? You see?
Yeah.
Fuck. Fuck, genuinely. We could have had Shiranui as the option, but no.
Because I'm prettier than he is.
No. Hell no. I love Shiranui. I love his fucking long ass hair.
Yeah, but it's a bitch to maintain.
Well, you chose to have it.
You're right about that. Anyways.
Shiranui was nowhere near as bad as Kazuma, bud.
I like chess, Kenny.
Okay. He wasn't one to ever praise a human. Harada-san's heroic battle must have moved him. Understood. I promise I'll pass along the word.
And yet here we have another fool who let humans crawl their way into his heart. Well, look who's talking. Who exactly was it that you came all the way to Aizu for? I bet you're just as curious in seeing what's gonna happen to the Shinsengumi. I am merely heading there by force of circumstance.
Sure.
Okay. Enough, scion of the Yukimura. It is time for us to leave for Sendai.
Alright. Well then, Amagiri, Shiranui, please take care of yourselves. We bid the two of them another farewell and saw ourselves out of the Aizu. Whoop! And now we're in Sendai. We reached the town of Sendai, but it was conspicuously quiet. Words, yay.
Conspicuously, there we go.
I wonder if the Shinsengumi's already left for Ezo.
It appears as though this boat has already left the harbor. We just missed them.
Oh, great.
Words are different to eat. Okay. They could have gotten far. So we may be able to see their boats. Do you want to try?
Let's go. Kazuma and I ascended a nearby hill where... I yawn. Where we hope to get a clearer view. The sea glowed dark red from the setting sun, and I could see several shadows moving towards the horizon. They must be the black ships my friends had boarded. Black ships, the warships used by Commodore Matthew Perry when he first visited Japan with the intention of opening up its borders. Kenny, why do you want to be a muffin? I need to know why.
I think it's because he wants somebody to kill him. Hey, what time is it? It's muffin time! Actually it's 12:30. Somebody kill me!
Oh god, it's okay.
Hey, you want to eat a muffin? Oh, no thanks, but I want to die.
But I want to die.
The most adorable suicide muffin. So I can turn... He wants to become a muffin so he can turn into a taco.
How does that work?
Unless
it's a dessert taco.
Anyways.
Do you think that's where the Shinsengumi is? In that ship over there?
One would assume. I got an idea for a children's book now. God damn it! The title of it is based off of where the wild things are. It's called Where the Shinsengumi Are.
Oh. Well, it'd be an excellent way for kids to learn about the Shinsengumi, but it'd be kind of dark. I had come this far. Now once again, I had just barely missed them. I felt a sharp pang as tears filled my eyes. I dug my teeth into my lower lip to stop them falling.
If you want to cry, why don't you?
No. I shook my head quietly. They must be in much worse pain than I. I have no right to shed tears when it's not me who's fighting out there. Kazuma sighed out of frustration and shut his eyes. He paused briefly, shifting his eyes back and forth.
Just because you are not holding a sword doesn't mean you are not fighting. albeit in a different way than them. You fought a battle of your own. I know this to be true. So after becoming a taco, you'll become a pizza and then fly to Italy.
A dessert pizza?
They exist, I know.
I know. I'm just trying to find some logic, because you go from sweet to savory. It's not a jump that you make easily.
It's possible.
How?
But difficult. Pepperoni and pineapple pizza. It's sweet and savory.
Yeah, but a muffin to taco to pizza?
He never makes any sense. I know this to be true. I know this to be true.
It warmed my heart to hear Kazuma acknowledge everything I'd been through. My father's death, my reunion with my brother, the memories of my village. Then at Aizu, hearing about the deaths of many warriors of the Shinsengumi. A tempest of grief gathered its winds in my heart. I couldn't allow myself to cry. If I did, I wouldn't be able to see the ship anymore.
I'll turn around if you would like. Cry as much as you wish.
Kazuma cast his gaze into the ocean, dyed colorful from the dying rays of the sun. In this moment, the levee, holding back my tears, broke and everything snapped.
Bye, 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 Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. That's an example of using that word.
Yeah. I was like, why are you saying this? Oh, it has the word levee in it.
Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry.
I buried my face into its back. Here you go.
Huh.
I hung my head, sobbing as quietly as I could. I was so sure I'd catch up to them this time. But they'd gone out of my reach once more. The ship was already vanishing beyond the horizon. And soon there was no trace of them left. Listening to the roar of the waves, Kazuma spoke up.
I promise you, I will take you to them. Just be patient. Understood?
Kazuma, who had tried to abduct me from the Shinsengumi time after time, had now promised to return me to them. Although I had no idea when it actually happened, I had to go to the far northern land where the Shinsengumi would fight their final battle. Hello, Chapter 4, April 1869. Yes, the final thing.
During heat wave, please dress for the body you have, not the body you want.
Wait. Afterwards, in our pursuit of the Shinsengumi, we tried to leave for Ezo, but we couldn't find a ship that would allow us to board. Kazuma sensed that our search would require more time than we originally anticipated, and so he rented a nearby mansion in Sendai for the time being. April 1869. Just as I was becoming accustomed to life in Sendai, word reached us that the Imperial Army had launched a general attack on Hakodate. Hakodate, a port town open to foreign countries due to the execution of the Kanagawa Treaty, also known as the Japan-U.S. Treaty of Peace and Amity. May 1869. Oh boy. I became too distracted to continue sewing, heaving a small sigh to myself. Almost a month had passed since we heard the report of the invasion of Hakodate. But as always, we were unable to find a way to reach Ezo. In March, former shogunate In March, former shogunate soldiers attacked ships from the Imperial fleet in Miyako Bay. Ever since then, no, not Miyako Bay. Port in Riko no Kuni, a location where the Imperial fleet rested, present-day Iwate Prefecture. A civilian like me could not hope to find a single ship willing to venture out. It had been over an entire year since I'd been separated from the Shinsengumi. Will we ever be able to see each other again? I wasn't doubting Kazuma's promise. But I couldn't help but worry. Kazuma should be back soon. Kazuma and Amagiri ventured tirelessly around the town, gathering information on any possible way to reach Ezo. I thought we left Amagiri behind, but okay. All I could do to help was the housework. Huh? My ear perked up when I heard the door open, and I straightened my back reflexively.
I'm back.
Hello. Welcome back. Were you able to hear any leads about ships departing? His silence was deafening. No such luck today. But judging by his demeanor, that wasn't the only thing on his mind. Kazuma, did something happen out there? You seem upset. Kazuma? Kazuma's mannerisms and his foulest of moods were uncannily cat-like, dismissive to a spiteful degree. I knew that saying nothing would only allow his bad mood to fester. Regardless, thank you for searching.
Drink.
Look at her.
Why is she still wearing that outfit? Isn't that her,
No, that's a new outfit.
Oh.
That's a new outfit. Look at her. Her hair is tied back.
I'll
go get dinner ready, so please make yourself comfortable. Or would you rather I draw a bath for you first?
No. I'll have sake before dinner. Fetch a bottle at once.
I don't know what about this face that Cosmo is making, but it's like, it amuses me. I don't know why. I'm only going to grab you one, alright? Drinking too much isn't good for your health.
You're a doctor's daughter. Did you not know that alcohol is a potent medicine? And the more you drink, the better. Make it 3 bottles.
Pouty Chizuru, I'm sorry. Look at that face. Don't make such a fuss. The medicinal properties of alcohol only work when used in moderation. Haven't you heard the phrase, the last drop makes the cup run over? Kazuma shot me a glare. After living with him for half a year, I felt like I'd gotten a good handle on his idiosyncrasies?
Idiosyncrasies.
Idiosyncrasies?
Idiosyncrasies, that's it.
Idiosyncrasies, okay. I knew, like, I kind of recognize it. I don't know how to say it. We stared each other down for a few more moments. As tension reached a breaking point, the two of us broke the silence at the exact same time. Thank you, Kenny.
Yeah. Thank you. After a week, I'll go to Russia and transform into whatever that Russian word is and eat the ground.
Jesus.
And then he said, I would like to make a deal.
Kenny, no. Anyway, Reese's Cup.
Fine. 2 will do.
Oh, very well. I'll prepare 2 for you. Oh. Indeed, I had become fully accustomed to Kazuma's manner of speech.
You seem awfully carefree. So far, neither a vessel nor the location of one has been ascertained. Doesn't this bother you?
Well, it does, but I realized while speaking to Kazuma that I was...
What do you think it is?
Grateful?
Grateful!
Okay, grateful. I'm so grateful for all that you and Amagiri have done for me.
Mostly Amagiri.
I was speaking only of their diligence in Sendai. After I was separated from the Shinsengumi, Kazuma had come to my aid and brought me all the way here. If I had to deal with all of this alone, then there's no telling where I'd be at this point. I was scared of you at first, but now I'm truly grateful to you. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you.
Drink.
Got it. Ugh. I admitted to him my sincere debt of gratitude and bowed deeply.
And there's only one more decision to make through this entire playthrough.
I know where it is.
Oh, do you?
Yes, I know exactly.
But do you?
Bitch.
What about Kazuma?
Say your line, Reese's Cup.
That's more like it. You ought to be more honest. I will listen to you speak such sweet words anytime you like. Ha.
Fuck you, Okuta. Please don't make me regret saying this. I said, a little annoyed, but Kazuma chuckled to himself. Suddenly, Kazuma's expression dropped. Kazuma?
Earlier, you had a question. I have a response.
Oh, yes. Had he finally located a ship? I hastily straightened my posture and waited for his next words. But...
Actually, this would be better discussion for after we've eaten. Prepare yourself in the meantime.
After I had finished cleaning up dinner, I sat back down in front of Kazuma and waited for him to speak.
With regards to leaving for Ezo, The Satsuma have offered us a permission to board their ship.
Really?
In what way would I be lying to you? In what way would lying to you benefit me?
Thank you so much. Drink.
Yep.
Nim, nim, nim. At last I can finally see them all again. I wiped away a few tears of happiness and bowed once more to Kazuma. That's not a happy face. But Kazuma didn't answer. His expression was bleak. Kazuma?
I don't know if you will be able to see. In all honesty, chances are slim to none.
What? I feel silent and understanding. Why not? We've got a ship, don't we? I had a bad feeling and my heart started to pound uneasily. The true meaning behind his words slowly dawned on me. No.
It's only a matter of time before the remnants of the shogunate, the government of Hakodate, surrenders.
Government of Hakodate refers to the Republic of Ezo.
We will only be able to go after they have done so.
Oh look, food for the lava pit!
Shit!
You doing it or should I?
I'm doing it, don't worry.
Alright.
Okay.
I had an inkling this might happen. But hearing it put so plainly was a huge shock. Years of blood, toil, and sweat spent in countless battlefields. The Shinsengumi had fought with unbreaking will through it all, but now their swan song was imminent. My heart sank like a stone to the pit of my stomach. I could barely breathe. By the time we set sail for Ezo, there may not be anyone alive to greet us.
Cheap viewers on the band hammer. I almost went and banned that before I read the name.
I was gonna be, wait, there's another one? No, it's just Kenny.
God damn it, Kenny. That almost deserves a timeout.
No, that's too good.
I'm not.
I will agree that is too good.
Yeah.
By the time we set sail for Ezo, there may not be anyone alive to greet us. This meant that perhaps there was no meaning in going at all. My weak heart whispered these words to me. But then Kazuma aggressively grabbed my hand as I was on the brink of collapsing.
On your feet. Back in Aizu, you committed yourself to witnessing the end of the Shinsengumi firsthand. Did you not mean those words?
No, His words slapped me across the face. They seemed to grind whatever faint hope I had left to dust. But somehow they resonated deep within me.
Then go and witness them. Take their sense of pride, the path they've traveled, carve it all into your heart. It may have been brief, but you were there for them. Remember the path they chose to walk. The path of a samurai. It is your duty as a survivor.
His crimson eyes seemed to burn deep into me, easing all doubt and weakness. I will. All I could muster was a nod in response. It was still too soon for me to accept the grief. We're boarding the ship, aren't we?
Yes.
Then let us leave for Ezo to see the Shinsengumi. Upon hearing my response, Cosmo's usual haughty grin returned.
Very well. I shall take you there. I vowed to do so. Demons are true to their word. We stake our pride on it.
Thank you so much.
Drink!
Oh. There's been like 3 in this scene alone.
Yep.
I bowed, holding my resolve quietly in my heart. Thinking back on it, my father and my brother, in fact, almost every warrior I'd ever met, imparted to me something significant before they passed on. I was certain that something was waiting for me in Ezel. It was the end of a long, long war. And it would also be the end of my time with the Shinsengumi. After a few days of packing and preparations, we boarded a hulking Satsuma ship to Ezo. Kazuma and Amagiri had gone through incredible trouble to make this happen for me. People who once fought bitterly with the Shinsengumi were now doing their utmost for my sake. I thanked them so many times already. But it would never be enough to convey how grateful I was to them.
The time has come. Shall we?
Let's go. A faint smile curled in the corner of Cosmo's lips. We're on a ship. It was the beginning of summer, but I was told that the sea breeze was pleasantly cool at night, although the deck would be a little cold. Beyond this stretch of sea were the remaining members of the Shinsengumi. I'd only heard legends of Ezo, but from what I knew of it, it was a bleak, frigid landscape that was covered in snow throughout half of the year. I wondered what they were thinking and feeling as they kept on fighting. Before I knew it, Cosmo was there beside me.
We should arrive in Ezo no later than some.
There you go.
Are you ready to witness the end?
I silently cast my gaze down. I thought that I was ready for it all along, but I was afraid of what I would see. How many of them had died in battle? Maybe everyone was already gone. Kon-san, Sanan-san, Okita-san, Saito-san, Heisuke-kun, Harada-san. I received word of their passing throughout my travels. As long as I did not see it myself, I could still embrace a spark of hope, but I must see for myself. I want to see the conviction that kept them fighting all this time, and I want to see how it comes to an end. Those who have survived cannot be allowed to avert their eyes from the truth. Cosmo kept his stare fixed on the northern star. It took a while for him to speak, and when he did,
the wind is cold. Let us return inside.
I followed shortly after him, hearing the waves crash against the side of the ship as we went inside. Just as Cosmo had predicted, our vessel reached the outskirts of Ezo the very next day. In order to approach the harbor, we move on to a smaller ship dropping anchor in Nanahama. However, Cannon fire bellowed all around us, shaking the ground beneath our feet.
This way.
Kazuma instantly grabbed a hold of my arm, yanking me closer to shield me. Thank you.
Rank.
One sippy. That was a cannon, wasn't it? So that must mean...
They must be in the middle of their attack.
My heart dropped, realizing that Shinsengumi were likely fighting for their lives at this very moment. As I attempted to break into a sprint to search for them...
Wait.
Kazuma wrapped his arms around me from behind. Kazuma? The gesture was sudden. I was at a loss for words. Was Kazuma simply trying to protect me from the shower of bullets and cannon fire raining above? Or... is something the matter? He offered no immediate answer. I couldn't see his face, so I had no way to know what expression he was making.
I tagged Fade in something.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Really?
Yes.
His arms tightened just a little.
Will you truly go?
I guess they got this from the movie. I don't know which one came first, actually. I don't remember.
If you turn back now, you may be spared the sight of their miserable end.
He wasn't trying to stop me. Fuck! I just realized we need Gray!
Yeah. What's he doing?
I don't know, but I know what character is gonna appear. It was asking if I was truly ready to witness their final moments. Or so it sounded like. Well, my resolve wavered ever so slightly. Moments from now, whether or not I had adequately prepared myself for it, I may see the corpses of Hijikata-san, Shimada-san, Soma, and Nomura. Kai Shimada, an officer in the Shinsengumi, as well as a spy with the Watch, he was one of the Shinsengumi's earliest members. He participated in the Battle of the Ikeda Inn and other incidents in Kyo.
He's alive!
Soma Kazue, the chief's page, he left the shogunate army and joined the Shinsengumi. He has a serious personality.
He should be joining any minute.
Nomura Hizoburo, the chief's page, a warrior that joined the Shinsengumi at the same time as Soma. Being close in age with Soma, they are often together. They're two puppies. Would I be strong enough to cope with it? Could I, like the rest of the Shinsengumi men, remain strong to the end? I gritted my teeth. I mustn't have any doubts. I had to come to a decision. Yes, I'll go. To where everyone is fighting. And I added, the first one?
The first one? Yes.
The bitter end?
Yes. Oh, he was in the car.
Oh my god! I see the Toshi.
Yeah, I saw it already. I was waiting for you to react.
Because I'm in Discord, it didn't tell me someone messaged. But I do have one request.
It's a trap. What is it? What is it?
placed my hand softly upon the arms that held me. There you go again.
Well, that's just the same image, but slightly different.
Will you stay with me until the bitter end? If I were to see their end, and were it to leave me unable to hold myself together, would you please be there for me? After a brief moment, I felt Cosmo's lips curl into a smile. It only took him a beat to conjure a reply.
Such a fool. Do you think I would go back on my word? I will follow you to the ends of the earth.
Softly, he told me the words I wanted most to hear. Although his response was rather arrogant, his arms around me conveyed how kind he was, better than words ever could. Thank you.
Drink.
Yeah. I had lost count how many times I had thanked Cosmo during our time together. So have I, honestly. Because he was there for me. I was able to stand here. Kazuma and I continued our cautious approach towards Goryokaku. Our walk was interrupted when Kazuma said,
Stop.
His command was curt and sudden.
The cannon fire ceased.
Now that you mention it. Kenny, what?
Wrong chat. Hello there, can I get a McChicken, 20-piece nugget, large fries, and a large root beer?
Ew!
Wrong chat. I could go for that, quite honestly, like that whole thing.
Same, except for the root beer.
No, the whole thing.
No, I don't want the root beer.
But I want the root beer.
You can have the root beer then!
And then I'll set up an IV with you and have it be root beer.
The fuck?
You said you don't like the taste of it, so you're gonna take it intravenously.
Intro what?
You're gonna take it through an IV needle.
No thanks, I don't need that. I don't want that through my veins. Contrary to popular belief, I don't want that shit.
Well, then I guess you're just gonna have to drink it.
No!
Pick one.
I don't want the root beer!
Anyways, you want Dr. Pepper instead?
Yes, I will take Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, okay. Give it some, make it 2 Nuka-Colas with that instead, which is Dr. Pepper.
I know.
It is, though.
I know.
Now that you mention it.
Why are you saying my line? I already said it. We
Oh,
were distracted
okay.
by the root beer. What the fuck, sir? We were just distracted by root beers. What exactly happened? Do you think that the shogunate forces have all been destroyed?
No.
Oh my god, ginger ale.
Ginger ale? Oh, I haven't had ginger ale in a while.
I'll take ginger ale.
Yeah.
Cosmo felt silent, pondering.
We'll let you know when we reach Goryokaku. Goryokaku. Let us hurry.
Alright. The way Cosmo was acting told me that something bad happened, but There was no way to know for sure until we confirmed it for ourselves. We were both silent as we hurried onwards to Goryokaku.
Ooh, that looks so good.
Hmm?
Cheesy garlic chicken wraps.
Cheesy garlic chicken wraps?
Yes.
May 1869. The government of Hakodate, after weeks of resistance, finally surrendered over to the newly formed Meiji government. Over a year and a half removed from the events of the Battle of Toba Fushimi, the war was drawing to a close. You also want to know tomatoes in your burrito?
Quack.
I was just reading what Kenny said. Our arrival to Goryokaku was greeted with a bevy of familiar faces. God, look at that destruction.
Meet Toshi, he says.
Toshi! Toshi!
Toshi's
Toshi!
That'll be 93 cents.
Damn. Wait.
93 cents for all of that?
We're
Okay,
in the
what
1950s.
What kind of fucking timeline are we in right now?
The 1950s.
Apparently.
What was it? Fuck, how much was it for a burger at McDonald's in the 1950s? Was it like a couple cents?
I don't remember.
I feel like it was like 5 cents or something. Fuck it, I'm gonna go look it up now. Fuck it. Let's see. Price in the 1950s. Price of McDonald's in 1950. In a hold up. Da 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 da. A 9-item menu featuring a burger that costs just 15 cents. Oh my god. Hamburger, 15 cents. Cheeseburger, 19 cents. French fries, 10 cents. Milk, 10 cents. Milkshake, 20 cents. Root beer, 10 cents. Orangeade, 10 cents. Coca-Cola, 10 cents. Coffee, 10 cents. There you go. That's how much McDonald's cost in the 1950s.
We definitely need to go back to that.
Oh
Seriously.
god, I wish.
Alright.
Shimura-san, Soma. Oh my goodness, I can't believe all of you are safe. These two have arrived.
Yeah.
Yukimura-kun.
Yukimura-kun. Since when have you been in Ezo?
Our ship docked just the other day. I have something I need to tell all of you. Gray is not here.
Well, wait. You came all the way here just to speak with us? I can't believe how reckless that was. What if a stray bullet were to hit you, and you got seriously hurt? Your worry is unfounded. As long as she is under my protection, there shall be no such threats to her safety. Hey, you're... Aren't you a demon? Why are you with Yukimura-kun?
Kazuma brought me all the way to Ezo.
Is that really true? You don't have to lie for his sake. He's not keeping you hostage, is he?
It was natural for Soma and Shimada-san to be suspicious about Kazuma, considering he plagued them for years as an enemy. The two Shinsengumi men exchanged puzzled glances. Are the men here what remain of the Shinsengumi? What happened to Hijikata-san and Nomura? Soma's shoulders slumped, his expression darkening. Here comes the more pain. My stomach sank.
Nomura didn't make it. We lost him back in Miyako Bay. Miyako Bay.
I'd received word of so many passings already, but never would I get used to the pain. My boy, Nomura. And Hijikata-san?
Some of the Northern Alliance forces were pushed back by the Imperial Army over at Benton Fortress, so Hijikata left to lead the reinforcements.
Benton Fortress, Marine fort set up in the port of Hakodate during the Bakumatsu period.
We've received word that he was killed in action.
Even Hijikata-san, the man who had bravely led the Shinsengumi after Kondo-san's death, was gone.
Mind you, we have yet to find Hijikata-san's remains. All we have for now is some information we extracted from an Imperial soldier who encountered Hijikata-san. Who the hell are you? What business do you got with our troop? What business do I have, you ask? Why are you asking when you know the answer? I am the commander against Shinsengumi, Hijikata Toshizo. Take a wild fucking guess why I'm here!
Sorry, I have to take a snapshot. He said he cursed.
Eh. I am here to slaughter every last one of you bastards.
It was the most fitting end for Hijikata-san that I could have imagined. Because he had gone to the front line and kept fighting. The Shinsengumi have been able to fight until the very end.
Soma, was it? Word is that you're responsible for tendering the Shinsengumi surrender as their chief. What compelled you to do such a thing? Your head could very well have ended up rolling just like Kondo's did. We may have been fighting the Imperial Army all the same, but our situation's a little different. We committed no crimes. Just as I thought. Someone had to carry on the chief and the commander's will.
Kazuma looked down his nose at Soma's resolute expression.
And here we are. And here we have another fool who can't think two steps ahead.
Kazuma's mean.
You're an odd one. To be rushing to your own death in spite of the war coming to an end.
どういう意味だそれは
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Calm down, Soma. Kazuma doesn't mean any harm.
この後連中の戦議が始まるはずだ我々はもう行くぞ
It's almost time for them to face judgment. We'll be leaving now.
Kazuma!
雪村君も行ってください。もうすぐここに新政府軍が来ます。
Please, go with him, Yukimura-kun. We've not much time before the Imperial forces arrive.
Well then, Ishimura-san, Soma, please take care of yourselves.
はい。雪村君もどうか達者で。
Will do. The feeling is mutual, Yukimura-kun.
もしかしたらもうお会いできないかもしれませんが
This may be the last time we see one another, but I hope you'll be well.
They sent us off warmly, waving in the distance with pleasant smiles, but the path ahead of them wouldn't be easy. Shinsengumi were branded as traitors. Soma's future, now that he had willingly assumed the rank of chief, seemed particularly bleak. However, they had never forsaken what it meant to be a Shinsengumi warrior. (1869) July. Nearly 2 months had passed since Kazuma and I first set foot on the island of Ezo. We were in the heart of summer, but the sunlight in Ezo was soft, and the cool summer breeze soothed the heat on my skin. After separating from Soma and Shimada-san, we tracked Hijikata-san's journey to Benton Fortress, hoping to uncover his remains. At the end of last year, when the former shogunate troops came to Ezo, they had nearly 3,000 troops. But by the time the battle had started, their forces were dwindled down to around 2,000 soldiers. I decided to not investigate the reasons for the sudden decrease. The truth, I feared, would only break my heart more. Allegedly, Imperial forces brought over 5,000 soldiers to overwhelm the last shreds of resistance. The outcome of the war was decided before it even began. In April, the Imperial forces reached the coast of Ezo. May, the assault on Hakodate began. Only a few days later, the resistance fighters surrendered at Benton Fortress. A total of 92 men surrendered at Benton. Among them were 13 Shinsengumi warriors. Not long after, Goryokoku, their last remaining stronghold, also surrendered. The Boshin War between the Imperial Army and the fragments of the Tokugawa shogunate had ended. Boshin War, a war that included several conflicts during the period from 1868 to 1869. It signaled the end of the feudal daimyo system, the restoration of imperial rule, and the beginning of Japan's modernization. As for the search for Hijikata-san's remains, it proved to be futile. Most likely, someone had buried him to avoid his remains falling into enemy hands. Kazuma, you were saying that humans only wage wars for wealth and power, but do you honestly still believe that? Prior to our time in Ezo, I was sure that he would have nodded without giving it a second thought. After fighting both Father and Kaoru and witnessing the end of the Shinsengumi firsthand, seeing all that they had died for, perhaps now Kazuma would have a different point of view.
If nothing else, I can say the men who gave their lives in Ezo are exceptions to that belief.
鳥羽伏見の戦の頃ならいざ知らず
My views were upheld by the atrocities we saw back at the Battle of Toba Fushimi, but Hijikata was not so foolish as to truly believe he could win after the die had been cast.
I think so too. The Shinsengumi knew that if they fought, they would lose, and they still chose to resist. They hadn't kept fighting in the hopes of a resounding victory against the Imperial Army. There was something else they had wished to uphold.
This place. This is where they ended up, clutching their dreams, unable to give up what being a samurai meant to them.
Everyone in the Shinsengumi.
Unable to abandon the dream that they held dear, they could not accept that times were changing. They were a bunch of fools clinging to a dying era.
I understood what Cosmo was trying to say, but I strongly disagreed. They were warriors. It's not that they were unable to accept the new era. They chose not to. They believed in something they could not abandon.
It never ceases to amaze me just how hastily you jump to conclusions. I did not brand them as fools out of spite. Sure about that, buddy? Demons value the continuation of their clan over the will of any individual. We could never have lived like they did.
Cosmo was speaking vaguely, but it was likely the greatest compliment that he could have ever given to anyone. Cosmo, who always exuded fierce pride in his superior lineage, seemed almost envious of them. After a long silence, I asked him a question. Where do you plan on going from here, Kazuma?
We demons have always lived in peace, away from human affairs. I will simply return to that life. Never again will I involve myself with humanity.
I see. Perhaps demons and humans were not meant to interact with each other. Carelessly doing so would mean ending up like my clan.
The Imperial Army is not so stupid as to leave us to our own devices, since we were involved in this war. I must make haste for the west, and prepare to move my people to a place they cannot reach.
To the west.
We're gonna begin our journey to the west.
God damn it. This meant my journey with Cosmo had ended. Our time together spanned over a year and a half. Somehow I had started to believe we would always be together.
What about you?
My journey had come to an end. I no longer had anything to strive towards. The people I had chased after were gone. I haven't decided yet. I do think, however, that I'll stay in Ezo for the time being. This is the Shinsengumi's final resting place. I want to make sure I remember it well. I said so, but it seemed to go in one ear and out the other.
In the beginning, I only expressed interest in you because you were precious as a demon woman. But eventually, I came to be involved with the Shinsengumi through you. Even after the loss of your father and your brother, you never stopped looking ahead.
Well, it was the first time Kazuma had ever complimented me outright. I had no idea how to respond. I didn't have a choice. Father, Kaoru, and the Shinsengumi. I just couldn't abandon any of them. So there was nothing to do but forge ahead.
No need to be modest. If I had never embarked on this quest to locate the members of the Shinsengumi with you, then I would have only remained ignorant of who they truly were. Heh, who'd have guessed you were capable of teaching me something?
Excuse me?
Fuck you, Okuta.
Kazuma was almost never one to mince words with me, but this moment felt so different. I wasn't sure how to take this. All of a sudden, he held out his arms. Huh?
And there it is.
There you go. By the time I realized what was occurring, his face, stunningly handsome, was right in front of me. The instant I felt his lips on mine, I stiffened instinctively, chills coursing through my body. Our lips were pressed together so tightly that I couldn't make a sound. It was strange, though. For some reason, I didn't want to push him away. I was frozen to the spot, his arms encircling me. His long eyelashes brushed against my skin, and I suddenly realized how beautiful his features were. His touch was unexpectedly gentle. It hit me fully. Kazuma and I were kissing. He was pulling me in, so deep it was like he'd captured my very soul. His lips on mine were so hot I couldn't focus. My mind was going blank. Just when I thought my heart would burst, he relinquished his hold on my body just as quickly as he had imposed it. For a moment, I was totally speechless. Kazuma only smiled and said,
Let this kiss stand as proof that I do not consider you a stranger.
Where did that come from? I somehow managed to escape my stupor long enough to ask him a question.
As soon as you're ready, come find me.
Wait, so you mean... What could he mean by that?
I'm not gonna chase after you. You're gonna chase after me.
Fuck you, Okuta.
All of this felt so unclear to me. I was still reeling from our kiss. I struggled to form words. Kazuma, however, didn't seem to notice how much of an impact he'd had on me.
And if you don't, then I'll come for you.
Although we had accomplished everything we set out to do in Ezo, it seemed like our relationship was far from over. And to top it off, there was a part of me that looked forward to it. That likely meant that one journey may have ended, but a brand new one was waiting for me. And this time it wouldn't be a journey ending in heartbreak, but one I could embark on with a smile on my face.
And just like that, we are done with Kazuma.
Almost! Tiny bit of epilogue.
All right.
You know what I want to do now?
Huh.
Spin a wheel.
Oh, for who's gonna be the actual first?
Eh?
Technically first.
Besides Hijikata's last. Because fuck going
Because
through 5
he's
chapters.
the fucking longest.
Yeah, 9 chapters.
Okay, let me just grab the wheel of names here.
Wheel.
And
Wheel.
then
It's a wheel.
alright, not that one.
Dun, 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 dun. Ow.
Bookmarks. Soulmate Labyrinth. Wheel.
Wheel.
Walkthroughs. Hakuoki. Let's see.
Carrot House. Carrot House. I don't know why I love seeing Carrot House. Localization. Oh, 10 people in there?
Okay.
Here comes the epilogue. Ah! Thanks. I don't think I can save at this point. I'll drink the water though.
Yeah.
Stretching. Final chapter.
Okay, let me just
Wheel. I heard wheel. So
yeah, I know he said that.
December 1869.
Nice.
I was alone, bundled in a thick blanket during a blustery winter day in my childhood home in Edo. My, it's freezing. My breath fogged in the air. The new year was almost upon me. I ought to be cleaning the house in preparation for a new day. So I went out front to sweep up all the dirt and dead leaves that had accumulated over time. It was already New Year's Eve, and the people in the street were all rushing about. After returning to Edo, my first order of business had been to write Matsumoto-sensei a letter. He replied immediately, expressing sincere relief after having been notified of my safety. He said that I could reach out to him should I ever require his help. My second order of business was writing to Sen. Sen insisted that I come to live with her in Yase village. Although I appreciated her generous offer, I refused. It was because, just as I was pondering to myself. Oh, Chizuru, thank you for your help the other day. Do you remember me? You inspected my child's cold. All of a sudden, I was approached by a lady who lived nearby. Oh, please, it was no problem at all. How is he doing? He's been doing well, thanks to you. Back when Kodo closed his clinic, and I was told that you had left for Kyo, I was so worried about you. I'm so glad to see you return safe and sound. Enough about that, though. You aren't spending the winter here alone, are you? I am. Sadly, my father passed away, so I'll have to make do. But living alone as a woman is so dangerous. The war might be over, but evil always lurks when you least expect it to. So what's next for you, then? Do you still plan on running the clinic from the house? That's something I have yet to figure out myself. Whatever you do, it can't be easy to do it alone, can it? Say, I have an idea. Why don't I find a nice bachelor to introduce you to? God damn! Huh? Well... You see, right around the corner from Rogoku Bridge, there's a quaint little medicine shop there. One of the clerks is... Sure, if I get the chance.
Mind if I borrow your time machine?
Are you sure? The two of you would be perfect. The same age, I think, too. Well, a pretty girl like you should have no problem finding suitors. So please let me know whenever you're ready, and I'd be happy to help. My neighbor flashed a bright grin, nodding her head politely before waving me goodbye.
I feel as though that this is actually Kimi Giku in such a disguise that Chizuru wouldn't recognize her.
Why Hibigiko in particular?
Because she's a shinobi.
Yes, and?
She would definitely be good at infiltration. So therefore she would be proficient in disguising herself.
And playing matchmaker?
Sends orders.
Sends orders to help her find a...
Yes.
It was kind of her to express her interest in my well-being, but... Finding suitors, huh? Maybe it's time for me to start thinking about settling down. But at this point in time, I just didn't feel like considering the idea.
And then Cosmo pops in, hey, did I just hear somebody wants to settle down?
If I had to marry someone, then...
Hello!
A memory suddenly came back to me, making my cheeks flush bright red. I could still remember how hot his lips had been. We were together for almost 2 years. He'd come to my aid when I was separated from the Shinsengumi. He'd been there for me when I was devastated by the loss of my father and brother. He even escorted me to Ezo and stood beside me as we witnessed the end of the Shinsengumi. I doubted I would ever meet anyone who could connect with as deeply as I had with him. Although Cosmo had told me to come to him whenever I was ready. Some part of me wondered if he hadn't forgotten about me already. But he said that demons always keep their promises. Just as I muttered to myself.
Hello!
Look at him. Anyway. Huh? Was I hallucinating?
No, I wish you were.
I rubbed my eyes
Incredulously.
Bleh. But the image didn't change. He was there, standing in front of me. It was something out of a dream. And then he spoke.
Ah, Chizuru, I have come for you.
His arrogant tone was incredibly nostalgic.
Why are you looking at me like that? This is the warmest welcome you can muster after being deprived of my presence for months. And there he is.
Fuck you, Okuta.
Oh. There was no mistaking him. Almost 6 months had passed since we spoke, yet he was his usual callous self. Honestly, I wouldn't expect anything less from Cosmo. So, you really did come for me. All of the tears that I thought were dried and left in Ezo began welling up once more. I didn't want to greet him with a teary face, but I couldn't help it.
I said that demons keep their word, did I not? Did you not believe me?
Whether or not I believe you is one thing, but you can't blame me for starting to worry. I mean, I haven't heard a single word from you for almost half a year. My eyes shifted away from Cosmo, and I rushed to wipe my tears. It was frustrating to know that I was the only one that had missed him.
So, you missed me that much, did you? God damn it.
I never said
Fuck
that.
you, Okuta.
Well, he was right about that. But he was so frustratingly smug about it that I didn't want to give him the satisfaction of making me admit out loud. Just as I was about to offer my own snarky response, Cosmo suddenly held out his arms. Oh no. Then, just like how he kissed me in Ezel, he drew me in so close our bodies were flush against each other's. And then... you're doing.
What does it look like I'm doing? I've come for you.
I froze. There you go.
Oh, cool.
Eh?
Oh, I had an update for a web series that I read. It's called
Yay.
Cell Swords and Sorcery.
Yeah. His crimson eyes were so close. Being pressed up against him like this made me remember her kiss. My own body wouldn't listen to me.
I finished preparing to move my village. I found a place out of reach of the Imperials. We can live there together in peace. You're all that's left. Come with me.
Hold on a minute. I can't just up and leave everything so suddenly.
It's not sudden, and I have no intention of waiting any longer. You've already kept me waiting for 5 months. Actually, not just 5 months. If you added up all of the time that I've wasted chasing you when you were under the Shinsengumi's custody, then it's even longer.
Cosmo hadn't changed at all since we parted in Ezel. He was selfish, arrogant, and never ever listened to me. But while the world around us sped into a new age, Cosmo was a constant, unbending, and unbroken, and always by my side.
What's it going to be? Are you coming with me or not?
As I stuttered awkwardly, Cosmo's eyes softened with amusement.
No sense in asking, I see. I already know how you truly feel.
He pressed me even closer against himself, so that there were no distance at all between us.
Chizuru.
Then just like before.
Fucking got her.
Here, have it. Have it! Just like before, he forced a kiss upon me. It was as if he could see through all the emotions I kept hidden deep in my heart. But that was the truth of the matter. From the moment we parted in Ezel, I had yearned to be with him. And from now on, I was certain he would keep from forcing his way deeper and deeper into my heart. Alright, now we are truly done.
The end.
The end. At least with Cosmo. Na, 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 na. Sir!
Alright. I had the wheel up, I just, was waiting.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go into the encyclopedia so that it doesn't go to the intro.
Okay. So then tomorrow afternoon, what are we doing?
What do you mean?
What are we doing?
I thought you were gonna spin the wheel so we know what
Oh,
we're doing.
I could do that. Yeah.
We need to know because we don't have Cosmo tomorrow night.
See screens. I need to switch tabs. Wheel of names. And now it's my turn to go live.
I'm gonna get rid of that because we don't need it.
Okay, yeah, fair. All right, let me just go down.
How are we doing this?
Out
of 3?
Out of 3.
All right, let's go. I know chat can't see it.
Or we could just do elimination mode. If that was
However-
the case, if it was elimination mode, Hisuke's out.
How you want to play it, you pick.
We're going with elimination. It's gonna be so much easier.
Alright, elimination it is. Hisuke's out.
Yeah.
We already know Hijikata's out because he's lost fucking
Yeah, I
9
didn't.
chapters.
I didn't put him in there, so.
Ooh, Shinpachi's out.
2 out of 3. Third one. Oh
you,
my god!
You manifested it! How did us out?
That's all the Baka Trail out.
Bakatri is out. Who's
Wait,
next?
so it's Okita, Saito, and who's the third one in that trio?
Technically, Hijikata. Iba's out.
Yep. Get out of here. We're down to our final 6, and...
Ooh, it looks like Ryoma is out. Sakamoto.
Well, he gets to die again.
Boat fucker is out.
I have been waiting. I have been waiting.
Fuck you, Okuta.
Soji's out. I'm sorry to all the Soji fans. We'll get to him soon. Motherfucker, I swear!
It is.
Yo!
It is.
Yamazaki
Sorry.
is out! My Susumu! Yamazaki, please.
We're
Alright.
down to
We're
the
down to-
last 3
Oh
here.
my god, it's all S's.
Oh my god.
Saito's out.
is gone. Oh boy.
Who is it? Who
Oh.
is it?
Sonnen!
So what we planned originally, it's Sonnen. We're doing Sonnen, everybody.
Okay.
Sonnen is... Sonnen has been picked. We are doing the snake tomorrow night. We're starting it.
You goddamn snake!
There we go. Okay. So that's tomorrow night, unless, you know, things happen.
Yeah. Unless things happen.
Oh.
It is a little bit early, but that's fine.
Don't know what's going on tomorrow night yet.
No. If I am available, we will do dubbing and starting Sonnen's route. Otherwise, it's Persona 3 Reload for the afternoon stream.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same thing for Sunday.
Yep.
Oh no, Stardew. Sunday Stardew.
Sunday is Stardew. And if we have night stream, it's Persona 3. And
Monday
is... we don't know.
Monday is up in the air, so...
Yep.
Alright, what do you want to do? Raid or no? I don't know what that means.
Who haven't we raided in a while?
I don't know.
Paul?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, we're gonna raid Paul. They're playing Black Myth Wukong.
Yeah, they are. So, this thing, please drink water.
Have a good day or night.
Try not to die because you didn't drink water. Let's go raiding, everybody!